Zatan. He's a PhD for the CEO and founder of a small business, MaxD technology startup, Cognitave. His previous industry, Dr. Zatan has over 1 decade of experience in computational simulation and modeling and fabrication and testing of RF, microwave devices and systems. He's an application engineer, software sales specialist in electronic design automation. He's a recipient of 2 U.S. patents, 2 awards, R&D awards, and has published peer reviews, articles in the Applied Physics and IEEE Microwave Theory and Techniques Society. He's a U.S. citizen. Please welcome Dr. Mahi. Welcome.
Appreciate the opportunity, and Mike, thanks for the introduction. The title of the topic is Radar for Advanced Vehicular Systems, a radar signal processing approach with artificial neural networks for directional arrival estimate. R&D project I did back in 2018, and I have another section added that is Microelectronics automation with open source CAD. Cognitave is a tech startup and focuses on simulation and modeling for designing electronics. So I move on to the second section, and I will give you a little background why I'm including this in my own interest. Being a small company, startup, and trying to use software to do some technical work, it can be very, very expensive. The background in simulation and modeling, nowadays 95% more of the electronics built on the planet was designed, simulated, and validated, verified in the software environment. They call it first spin success. If you build an iPhone in software environment, you send it, build, comes back, always works. So there's a massive effort going on here on different parts. I'm listing here just one example for chip design flow. For my radar unit would be something like this. You design, you do some analytical work here, research literature review, look at some scripts to get some parameters out, and then you do simulation and modeling. This could be electromagnetic, could be circuit, and then you look at the layout that you will send out to foundry to fabricate, and then you test it in anechoic chamber, and you do analog digital signal processing, validate, verify, and installation. So let's look at what software from the market would help you do these. So Matlab would take part of that work, which are done. 2 massive software from Keysight technology. These go back to Qorvo, Hewlett Packard, and these are circuit-based and system-based simulation. Cost of a software per seat of the combination of these could be 20 to 40,000 per seat. So what I'm showing here, and it's taken me some time to discover one and another after that, is open source CAD design flow software. These work as well, a little bit higher learning curve, but they are all free of charge. There's a big community of engineers working day and night and building these. And one is this Octave. It's very much like Matlab. Some extra work you can make. Matlab scripts work here. KiCAD is a schematic and layout software, very much like ADS from Keysight. It does circuit analysis. You can bring components of any complexity, modules and components, and it gives out a layout, and they are synced. You start with circuit, you go to the layout, and layout becomes a 3D rendering of it. You bring it to FreeCad. This is another free software, and here you look at it, you export for the next stage, a lot of materials out, and you can send them to foundry. You can do extra analysis in LTspice and QSpice from Qorvo. This is the industry standard. There's another sort of more advanced circuit analysis. You can do signal processing in it. And once you complete your design, just with pure knowledge and time you spend, you can send out the complete system to be fabricated. And that's my job. Thanks.
So I have often concerned about this cost of CAD tools.
Yes.
But free ones are available. How does the cost of top of the line CAD tool compare with the cost of fabrication of automated technology for integrated circuits? It costs a whole lot of money. I believe it's probably more than the licensing. And so you're going to risk the cost of a new mask set and new packaging good thing, over 100,000 for these licenses. It's several $1 million for the mask design and the fabrication, and it's just half the cost of the CAD. I mean, how can you be sure you made those three tools interact with each other properly and introducing a stable format?
Yes. Very valid. Or if you're just picking up your for the software, you get license. However, if you're interested in the in-house, you have to. It's going to help you in human resources and technical. You build your own tools very much. You know, right? You can perfect it because they're all from the beginning the same. You can take KiCAD and build your own in-house. But the way it's very accurate, you're not gonna run into that problem.
You can't believe with your new system on a chip.
Yes.
Something on a micron technology, nanometer technology. And I say, what design tools could you do? It's just like you have a free, the different that is really. And you expect me to put out $10 million to finance your chip fabrication.
Yes.
When you would spend a couple of $100,000 for to use let's say Cadence.
You can have problems with even expensive software. And now I'm coming from a small startup, no funding so far, and I prefer free software. Well, some companies get lucky; they're thrown at money by hundreds and thousands and millions, and then you also get these companies as your partner have many years of experience, application engineering. Still works if it is electrical engineering. It's built to validate itself, and if it is customizable, you can go quite far to look at to validate even more. Someone might argue that instead of paying, for example, for Raytheon, license cost is $20 million a year, and of course they have thousands of people using it. But if a startup comes and says, okay, we're going to spend $1 billion in 10 years, we might rather spend a year building our own software suite that's going to cost us 10 years licensing fees, but this will be closed and we'll make sure that it works to perfection. And it's all built on based on programming languages, and we can make it work better than even commercial software. But we are talking different scenarios. If you have money and you want to go to market for quick, you buy software, they give you going faster.